Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Noon Batayon live class presented by Vikarunesa Noon School and College. Noon Batayon is the second digital platform launched by Vikarunesa Noon School and College, and this is a great opportunity for the students of all over the country where the students can attend the classes and they get benefited from the classes. As a part of this platform, this is Khondoka Raihan Anjum, Assistant Teacher, Vikarunesa Noon School and College. And today I will try to discuss on voice change interrogative sentence. Respected guardians, my dear colleagues and my dear students, hope all you are well. Before starting my class, I want your comment. Let me know whether you can see me properly or you can hear me clearly. Do write your comment in the comment section below. Do write your name, your branch, your shift, your roll number. If you are the students from other institution, do write your name and name of your institution. Let me check whether you can see me clearly or you can hear me properly. Alright, that means students, you are joining with me. Now it's November, we have already finished our syllabus and now it's time to take a revision. Today I'll choose voice change interrogative sentence. It's a revision class. Since voice change is a bit difficult for us, that's why I chose this topic so that you can get benefited from the class, or you can take a revision, you can take it as a revision class. Interrogative sentence. At first, let me know you what is an interrogative sentence. Before starting the class, I want to inform you that the rules that we have learned already on assertive sentence, the rules are the same. The tense change, the tense change and all the things are the same, but the sentence is different, so that the rules may be a bit different. What is an interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence asks a question. Interrogative sentence always ends with an interrogation sign. An interrogation mark. This thing is very important for us because you are very much used to do complete assertive sentence, imperative sentence, optative sentence. That means in that type of sentence we end up the sentence with a full stop. But in case of interrogative sentence, we have to keep it in mind that we need to use an interrogation mark. If you forget to put the interrogation sign, in that case you will lose your mark. Interrogative sentence asks a question, it ends with an interrogation mark. There are two types of interrogative sentence. First one is direct question. Another one is yes or no type question. Direct question means in that we ask directly, or we use WH words. We use WH words. WH words are what, where, who, whom, how. These are WH words. And yes or no type questions starts with a helping verb. Helping verbs. Helping verbs like am, is, are, was, were, do, does, did. So there are two types of interrogative sentence, a direct question and yes or no type question. So the rules are different. In case of yes or no type question, the rules are different, and in case of direct question, the rules are a bit different. Let's see. What are the rules? There is actually one rule. First of all, we need to use to be verb. To be verb plus object plus V3. V3 means past participle form of verb. Past participle form of verb plus preposition by plus subject. This is the rule. To be verb plus object plus V3. V3 means past participle form of verb plus by plus subject. Let's see an example. Example number 1. Do you see the bird? Here, if an interrogative sentence has do or does, in that case, do or does, we need to use am or is or are. So, how can we change the sentence? Do means am or is or are. What verb would we choose? According to the subject. Thus, our sentence is, do you see the bird? Dear students, whenever you see the question at first, you have to identify which one is the subject and which one is the object here. You is the subject and the bird is the object here. Alright, so what is the rule? To be verb. To be verb here is do. So what would we do? In case of do, we need to use am or is or are. As the subject is the bird, so what would be our verb? Am, is or are. In case of the bird, we need to use is. Is the bird. And to be verb plus object plus V3. What is the verb here? See is the verb here. See is the V1 present form. What is the V3 form of see? Seen. Is the bird seen? Here is the preposition by. Is the bird seen by? And the subject. Subject here is you. And remember, do not forget to put here the interrogation sign. Do you see the bird? Let's see another example. Example number 2. Did they help him? At first, you have to identify which one is the subject and object. They is the subject and him is the object. And the did. The question begins with did. Did means was or were. What is our rule? To be verb. Did. Did means was or were. Our subject is to be verb plus object him. Him is the object form. What would be the subject form? He. Subject form of him is he. In case of he, which verb should we choose? Was or were? Was. Was he. Then V3 helped preposition by, then subject by them, and the question sign. Another example, this is the case of past form. Now let's see example number 3. Will Runa sing a song? Will Runa sing a song? Again, subject is Runa, sing is the main verb, and a song is the object. In case of will, we use will be, shall be. Our subject is to be verb, will be or shall be. Object is a song. In case of a song, what would we choose? Will. Will a song be? Will a song be? Sing is the main verb. PP form of V3 form of sing is sung. Will a song be sung by Runa, the subject? Again the question sign. I have seen you 3 different tenses. Examples of 3 different tenses. Let's check. Now I am going to give you some exercises. You have to solve the exercises and write down the answer in the comment section below. Number 1, dear students, try to solve these exercises. Did they buy a car? Number 2, will you help me? And number 3, don't you disturb me. Try to solve these 3 examples, exercises, and write the answer in the comment section below. Let me check whether you have already sent the answers or not. Friends, try to solve this exercises. All right. Adrita Aham, she just sent me the answer. Was a car bought by them? That's great. Correct answer. Were a car. All right. Shamima Parveen, you have written were a car be bought by them. A car is the subject here. So in case of a car, a singular form, the verb must be was. All right. Was a car. All right. Dear students, you haven't mentioned your institution's name, and if you are the students of this institution, you can send me your name of your shift, your branch, your roll number. It would be good for me if you mention your roll numbers, branch, shift, at least your institution number if you are the students from other institution. Sun, moon, will I be helped by you? Number, will I be helped by you? That's great. Correct answer. Jerina Jasmine, shall I be helped by you? Shall I be helped by you? Yes, your answer is correct. All right, that means you are, dear students, you have done a great job. let's see. Did they buy a car? They is the subject, A is the car. A car is the object here. And what would we do first? We have to write down the to be verb. In case of did, we know that we have to use was or were. In case of a car, we have to use was. A car is a singular form. That's why was a car. Then V3 was a car bought by them. Number 2, will you be help me? Use the subject, me is the object. And in case of will, we know future indefinite tense. That means in case of passive form, we have to use will be or shall be. In case of me, we can write shall I be. V3 form of help is helped. Shall I be helped by you? Don't you disturb me. Okay, here is don't. That means negative form. In case of negative form, what would we do? The thing is very simple. Me is the object, you is the subject. In case of don't, we know we need to use am or is or are. Am I not? Am I not disturbed by you? These are the answers. You better check your answers, and if you made any mistakes, in that case you can correct your answers. Let's see some more examples. Are you not cleaning the board? Are you not cleaning the board? You is the subject, the board is the object, and the tense is here present continuous tense. In case of present continuous tense, what would we do? We know that in case of present continuous tense, we need to use am being, is being, are being. Continuous means continuous. In case of any form of continuous, it would be the present continuous being, past continuous, and perfect form. We have to use been. Let's see the answer here. Are you not cleaning the board? To be verb. The board is the subject, board is the object here, and in case of the board, we have to use is. Isn't the board? The board is the object here, and after that we have to use being. Isn't the board being cleared by you? Dear students, in case of this example, we see that here being is a new form, isn't is being. If there are two parts of a verb, in that case am being, is being, are being, that means the verbs are in two parts. In that case, what can we do? After the object, we have to use the second part. That means is being. Is being, is being. There the verb has two parts. One part is, another part is being. we cannot write the two parts at the same time. Isn't the board? In that case, after writing the subject, you have to then we should write being. Isn't the board being cleared by you? Same thing happens in case of present perfect tense. Let's see an example. Has he broken the plates? Has he broken the plates? He is the subject, the plates is the object here. And a few minutes ago, I have told you that in case of perfect, we have to use been. As the sentence is in present perfect form, we know that in case of passive form, we have to use has been or have been. Again, the verb has two parts, have been and has been. He is the subject and the plates is the object here. We have to put a to be verb first. What would be the to be verb? As the plates is the subject here, the plates is a plural form. In that case, we have to use have here. Have the plates. I have mentioned you a few minutes ago. The verb has two parts. Have the plates been. After the object, we need to use been here. Have the plates been. Then V form broken by him. Have the plates been broken by him? Was he flying a kite? Was he flying a kite? Let's solve this example exercise. Was he flying a kite? And solve this exercise and write down the answer in the comment section below and let me check. Was he flying a kite? Write down the answer in the comment section. Dear students, many of you forgot to mention interrogation mark after the answer. Dear students, if you forget to put the interrogation mark after the answer, then you will lose your mark. You have to be very careful about that. Alright, still was a Adrita Aham was a kite being flied by him. No, Baba. There is a correction, fly. Fly is the main verb. What would be the past participle form of fly? Alright, Shamima Parveen was a kite being flown by him. Yes, Baba, your answer is correct. That's great. It's okay, you can try again. Was a kite being flown by him? Alright, Aisha Siddika, your answer is correct. Jerin Jasmine was a kite being flown by him. Alright, good job, dear students. Was, that means the sentence is in past continuous tense. He is the subject, a kite is the object here. In case of continuous tense, we know that was being or were being. A kite, in case of a kite, we need to use was a kite. As the verb has two parts, here we need to use the second part, was a kite being. Fly is the main verb here. So what is the V3 form of fly? Flown. Was a kite being flown by, the subject here is him. By him. He is the subject. I think all of you have already known the subject and the object form of pronoun. Hope you have understood the question, the yes or no type questions. That means the voice change of the passive form of yes or no type questions. Now let's see what is the case if the sentence begins with WH. What, which, where, how? Alright, dear students, if the sentence begins with this type of WH words like what, which, where, how, in that case there is no change of the rule. The rule is as it is. What we have seen in case of yes or no type question, and the previous rule and this rule is the same. There is no change. That means WH word plus to be verb plus object plus V3 plus subject. Object plus V3 plus by plus subject. Okay, let's see an example. What do you want? What do you want? If our question is what do you want, look at the rule here. WH word plus to be verb plus object plus V3 plus by plus subject. Okay. WH word plus to be verb. If the interrogative sentence begins with one of these WH words like what, which, where, how, there is no change. The WH word remains the same. That means what, there is no change in what. What remains the same. Then to be verb, same rule. Do means am, is, are. What is wanted by you? What is wanted by you? Another example. When, where, you playing chess? When were you playing chess? WH when remains the same. When chess. To be verb first. When was chess being played by you? When was chess being played by you? Let's see some more example. Example number 3. Why did she punish you? Why did she punish you? why will remain the same. Why were you punished by her? Why were you punished by her? Now let's do one more example. Example number 4. Which book do you like? Which book do you like? Do write the answer in the comment section below and let me check. Tanjina Akhtar, which book do you like? All right. Which book? I can't even get your answer, girls. Dear students, write down the answer in the comment section below. I need to know whether you can understand this form. Which book do you like? All right, Abdita Aham, which book is liked by you? Yes, your answer is correct. That's good. Which book do you like? That means which book is liked by you? Liked by you. Let's do one more example. Example number 5. Why did you write a letter? Why did you write a letter? That sentence begins with WH word why. There would be no change in case of why. So why remains the same. Why? The question here, the to be verb is did. Did means was or where. Why was a letter written by you? Why was a letter written by you? Let's see some more examples using WH words. There are two WH words that they are who and whom. If an interrogative sentence begins with who WH word, in that case we have to use by whom. And if the sentence begins with whom WH word, in that case we use who. Let's see some example. Example number 1. Who taught you English? Who taught you English? The sentence begins with WH word who. We cannot use this form at the same. We have to change it. In case of who, we have to use by whom. So the passive form begins with by whom. The main verb here is taught. By whom were you taught English? Let's take a revision again. The sentence begins with WH word whom. In case of whom, we have to change it by whom. By whom, the verb here is past form. Taught. Taught, that means by whom were you taught English. Next example. Example number 2. Who is calling me? Who is calling me? We know that we have to use instead of who, we need to use by whom. By whom? Am I? The sentence is in present continuous tense. That's why we have to use being. By whom am I being called? Example number 3. Whom do you teach? Whom do you teach? In case of whom, we know that we need to use who. The verb is here do. That means am is are. Who is? Who is taught by you? Alright, whom do you teach? If the question begins with whom, we know that instead of whom we have to use who. The sentence is in present form, the be verb is do. That means we need to use is. Who is taught by you? Dear students, hope you have understood the rules of interrogative sentence. Now let's take a bit homework. Number 1. Is he calling me? You have to change the sentence into passive form. Is he calling me? Number 2. Who made this painting? Whom do you want? Will she draw a picture? Number 5. How did you solve the problem? I want you to at least try to solve these 5 exercises. That's all for today. Hope you have understood voice change interrogative sentence, active to passive. That's all for today. See you in my next class. Inshallah. Stay fine, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.